I stand in front of a door that doesn't open in the way doors used to. It doesn't need my hand or my voice. It just knows. A pulse of blue light rolls across its surface, soft like breath. It scans me, not to identify me, but to recognize how I am today. Then, quietly, the doorway disappears. There's no sound, no slide, no click, only space, open, waiting. I step forward. Inside, everything feels lighter, quieter, like the room was holding its breath until I arrived. There are no machines humming, no treadmills, no iron plates clanking against steel. There's no receptionist, no clipboard, no music, only atmosphere. The light glows instead of shining, soft and ambient, shifting gently with every breath I take. The air is clean, almost weightless, but not cold. It holds me without touching me. The floor responds to my steps. It feels warm and quiet. I realize it's matching my heartbeat, gently humming along as if to say, "You're here now. We've been waiting." A soft dome lowers above me, translucent like water. It surrounds my head, but doesn't touch me. It begins to read me, my stress levels, my muscle density, my sleep rhythms, even the frequency of my thoughts. It doesn't judge. It simply listens. After a moment, a soft chime sounds from nowhere and everywhere. And then a floating display appears in the air before me. Words suspended in light. Welcome. Personalized session ready. There's no menu, no questions, no pressure to choose. It already knows what I need. I begin walking forward. The corridor ahead is curved, almost fluid. The walls change color, not based on my presence, but my internal rhythm. Shades of blue give way to soft white, then gold, then lilac. Each tone whispers something back to me, something I didn't know I was asking. As I move, I feel the weight in my body shift. Not in a dramatic way, just enough to remind me that I exist. The gravity changes in tiny waves, recalibrating how my joints behave. My steps become more grounded, my breath deeper. I'm not walking into a workout. I'm walking into myself. There's a space, no larger than a yoga mat, gently glowing from beneath. I step onto it. At first, it feels like nothing. Then, it feels like everything. The surface reads the weight of my stance, the balance of my hips, the tension in my arches. Tiny pulses rise through my feet, almost like a whisper. They invite me to shift, just slightly. I move. My knees soften, my spine realigns, my shoulders drop. There are no mirrors here, only feeling and breath. I don't count reps. I don't push anything. I just move. And the space around me moves with me. Off to the side, I notice a shape, chair, but not really. It floats, low to the ground, humming gently. As I approach, it opens, like a cradle. I sit, and it accepts me like water. The moment I relax, I feel beams of light tracing along my spine. Then, barely noticeable, soft neural paths extend and rest near the base of my neck. There's no buzz, no prick, no sound, only calm. Then something curious happens. I begin to lose awareness of my limbs. Not in a frightening way, more like my body lets go, my breath slows, my mind begins to spread out like mist. I am no longer me in the way I was a few minutes ago. I'm not a person sitting. I'm a system being recalibrated. Tiny impulses correct my posture from within. Signals flow through my nervous system, realigning things I didn't even know were misaligned. I begin to feel what quiet feels like when it reaches the inside of the body. When I open my eyes, I'm still floating, but I know I'm ready. A larger space opens before me. Its walls are smooth and light reactive, not just in color, but in mood. They respond to how I move, how I think, how I feel. The floor beneath me shifts gently as I walk onto it, not to challenge me, but to meet me. It changes texture and tension with every step, guiding my stride, leveling my balance, teaching me something my body forgot years ago. No screen tells me what to do. There is only a pulse, a quiet rhythm that I begin to move with. First walking, then almost gliding. I lose track of time, because here, time isn't measured in minutes. It's measured in moments. A presence appears beside me, not human, not machine, something between. It's tall, smooth, featureless. It doesn't speak, but it listens. It mirrors me. I lift my arm. It lifts its arm. I shift my weight. It shifts its weight. Perfectly, effortlessly. There's no correction, only reflection. And in that, I begin to move with more grace, with more purpose, not to improve, but to remember how it feels to move. Well, to feel whole. The final space is quiet, even quieter than before. I walk into it, and mist surrounds me, cool but soft. It holds me, gently. The room dims. A low tone begins to hum in the walls, barely audible, almost like the echo of a breath I haven't taken yet. This is the recovery, but not just for my body, for my thoughts, for my nervous system, for my pace. Here, I am allowed to do nothing, to simply be. And in this stillness, I feel more alive than I did when I entered. The mist fades, the air clears, and I feel balanced, calm, ready to go nowhere, and ready for anything. I step back toward the space I came from. The walls recognize me again. The corridor shifts hue, now a pale blue. The door is waiting. And when I leave, I carry none of the tension from before. Only quiet, only light, only presence. This is Sleepless Future, and this was episode 4.